karma, everything, and surrender to me, I will release you from all sins. I will give you moksha here and now. And that is the culmination of our sadhana, to drop. We keep dropping things here and there, but here we have to learn to drop the ego, our limited sense of I, which we are holding on to as dear life. Through Karma Yoga, it becomes little loose, this ego, because we are performing. Karma Yoga is performing action as a dedication to the totality, not for myself. Ego likes to do things for himself, herself, itself. Karma Yoga means dedicate your actions to someone superior, to the totality. That loosens, that weakens the ego. The ego likes to love himself, herself. In bhakti, it says you love everyone as your own self. Further, the ego becomes weak. Then finally, through knowledge, understanding, and deep state of meditation, the ego itself is dropped. Tyaga. And in that state of tyaga, the enlightenment happens. You don't have to gain enlightenment. We have to just drop our ego, drop our sense of limited I. Ego is a very technical word. The sense of I, the sense of limited I, the concept of I which we have created with our mind, with our thoughts, with our emotions and ideas. That whole concept has to be dropped in that deep state of meditation, and when it happens, we reach the state of that enlightenment. So this is the main theme of this last set of 6 chapters, concluding in this 18th chapter, Tyaga. Somebody asked Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramhamsa that what is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? He said, you just keep chanting Gita, Gita, Gita. What does it sound like? Gita, 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 Tagi, Tagi, Tagi. He said, Tyagi. To become a Tyagi is the main essence of this Gita. You should be able to drop. When can I wake up? When I drop my dream. How can I become big? When I drop my smallness, my narrowness. So this is what it is, and the path is, first step is Karma Yoga, Bhakti, Jnana, knowledge, and Dhyana. And in this state of Dhyana, we should be able to drop our limited I. And it culminates in the state of enlightenment. Every day one may practice meditation, but it is just a practice. Only when we drop that I, we reach the culmination of that meditation, fulfillment of meditation. Otherwise, it is just a practice leading nowhere or just preparing us. It's like somebody saying that every day I practice to die. If a person is still alive, that his practice is not fulfilled. Like sometimes people attempt suicide and all. Attempted. If one is just attempting, then is not dead, then it is just an attempt. Because it can happen only once. You cannot say every day I practice dying. Areva? Then after dying, what do? I have my breakfast. Similarly, to say that every day I practice meditation, and then I go to work. This is after meditation, and after this, if you really reach that state, then it is, your journey is complete. Because meditation is dropping my I. When it gets done, then I have reached that state of enlightenment. Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi, he got that fear of death, and that made him go deep within himself to find out who dies. And this inquiry led him to that state where the ego itself disappeared and he could experience himself as that infinite, pure consciousness. From an ordinary person, he became Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi for the whole world. Siddhartha became Gautam Buddha when his ego got dropped. Ego dropping is not absence of pride, that is namrata, that is different. Ego is not equal to pride. Ego is sense of I, which has to be dropped in the deep state of meditation. Therefore, this 18th chapter begins with a question by Arjuna about what is the exact nature of this tyaga, what is the exact nature of sannyas, what do we mean by dropping, what does it mean that we have to renounce, what is the exact nature of it. That question is asked in the beginning of this 18th chapter, and the whole 18th chapter is explanation of the tyaga. But in that explanation of this tyaga, Bhagwan gives the summary of the entire Bhagavad Gita, because that is what the whole Bhagavad Gita is about. Ultimately dropping the limited sense of I which we have. So it begins with this question. Bhagwan slowly and steadily explains everything in lot of details. He also takes the help of these three gunas to explain. While explaining karma, he says that sattvic karma, rajasic karma, tamasic karma. So these three gunas are taken to explain the whole concept very clearly. And finally Bhagwan tells Arjuna, now you drop everything and surrender to me. Surrender to me means surrender to that Brahma. So drop your ego and surrender to Brahma. If you don't remember, how many shlokas are there in Bhagavad Gita? Yeah. If you don't remember all of them, you just have to remember one shloka from this chapter, which is very famous. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhya mokshayishyami mashuchaha. And who is speaking? That Brahma is speaking. Brahma is speaking to whom? To this ego only, to this limited sense of I which we have, and it tells that you drop all this sense of I and just surrender and you will become one with me. So it's a very most beautiful chapter, and it's what you call, there are a lot of shlokas, so we will not be able to complete this chapter in 1 month, in the 7 days. So we will have 2 sessions for this 18th chapter. There are 78 shlokas are there, and very fascinating chapter. So let us begin. We will chant the first verse. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. अथ अष्टादशोऽध्यायः अर्जुन उवाच सन्न्यासस्य महाबाहो तत्त्वमिच्छामि वेदितुम् त्यागस्य च हृषीकेश पृथक् केशिनिषूदन सन्न्यासस्य महाबाहो तत्त्वमिच्छामि वेदितुम्. So Ashtadashodhyayah, the 18th chapter. Now see, this 18 number is also very important in our scriptures. They have given a lot of importance to this number. Lot of things are 18. Chapters are 18, 18 Akshahoni, 18 battalions were fighting this war of Mahabharat. It was fought for 18 days. Also we have the what you call Puranas 18, Upapuranas 18. So 18 is a very interesting number. 18, if you add both this 1 and 8, it becomes 9. I mean, that is obvious. Just because I am weak in mathematics doesn't mean everyone is weak. But 1 and 8 represents the twofold Prakriti of Bhagwan, the Para and the Apara, Ashtadha Prakriti, and 1 is the Para Prakriti. And together is that supreme number 9 as though, which doesn't change. Actually, if you keep multiplying 9 and keep adding whatever answer you get, the answer is 9 only. So it doesn't change, it remains same as though in everywhere. So 18 is a very symbolic number of the expression of that Brahma as 1 and 8 as Para and Apara Prakriti, which plays this whole game of life. So here we have Arjuna asking a question, very relevant question. Arjuna Vacha. See, our whole Bhagavad Gita is in the form of a dialogue, a Guru Shishya Samvad, one-to-one dialogue. It was not a pravachan actually, Bhagwan sitting there on Vyaspit and addressing the Pandava and Kaurava army with loudspeaker and all. Nothing like that. It was a one-to-one dialogue. Arjuna had some doubts and it was removed by this dialogue. So Arjuna, after listening to the entire Bhagavad Gita and until the 17th chapter, that he could comprehend that the essence, I think, is just dropping. Tyaga. Tyaga is the essence. Sannyas is the essence. Giving up is the essence. Even our Pujya Gurudev was asked that what is the essence of Hinduism? He was about to board a train. In those days, a person came to him and said, I have one question, I have a doubt. So Gurudev said, yes, you can ask, but the train is about to leave, 1 minute only. So you ask. He said, please tell me what is Hinduism? Now within 1 minute, within a short time, how can one explain what is Hinduism? But Pujya Gurudev is Pujya Gurudev only. He said, what did he say? Detachment and attachment. Give up and hold on. Give up the lower and hold on to the higher. That is Hinduism. Give up all that is in the beginning, give up all that is negative, give up all that is false and hold on to the truth. Give up the papa, hold on to punya. Give up asuri sampatti, hold on to daivi sampatti. Give up dussanga, hold on to satsanga. Give up anger, hold on to love. Give up pride, hold on to humility. And ultimately, give up the ego and hold on to that Brahma. So drop what is, it's called sannyasa yoga. Sannyas means drop and yoga means hold on. Sannyasa yoga. Drop what is low and hold on to that high. Both should happen simultaneously. If we try to hold on without dropping, it doesn't work. If we try to drop without holding, that also doesn't work. If we drop without understanding, then it leads to frustration. It leads to what you call suppression and all. Many times it happens, people, they just drop